deeply popular politician. He's watching every move, every whisper in Delhi, ready to pounce if Rahul Gandhi so much as flinches. On the other hand, DK Shivakumar isn't even pretending to hide his irritation anymore. His message is clear. Time's up for the old guard. So what will the Congress do? Will it honor a rumored promise to DK Shivakumar and risk detonating the Siddaramaiah bomb? Or hold the line and watch DKS turn from impatient sulker to someone who can really spoil things for the party during a crucial election season? Either way, the cracks are very public now and no one's even trying to paper over them anymore. Not even senior bureaucratic officials in the Karnataka Bhavan in Delhi.
I have to stand by him, I support him, and I don't have any objection to it. Whatever the party recommend does, and whatever it desires, it will be fulfilled.
People are saying that you're crossing Devraj or
MLS selected me, High Command asked me to become the Chief Minister, so I am continuing.
ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸಾಧನಾ ಸಮಾವೇಶ ಮುಖೇನ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ಗೆ ಬೆದರಿಸತಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು ಷಡ್ಯಂತ್ರ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿದೆ.
So here's the inside track about the feud between these two and what we can expect according to NDTV's political team in both Karnataka and Delhi. Number one, there is no decision likely, no movement, no announcement, no change likely before the Bihar elections, which are scheduled for around November this year. The Chief Minister Siddaramaiah camp has signalled that it will be a huge risk to the party if any changes are made at this point of time. So he has dug in his heels. The DK Shivakumar camp has signalled that change is a must if the party is to radiate energy and signal that it is willing to effect a generational shift before the 2028 election in Karnataka and the 2029 election at the centre. Now, Rahul Gandhi is refusing to address this issue directly. He didn't even meet Siddaramaiah despite an appointment being sought when the Chief Minister was here last time. The issue is therefore stuck now between Congress President Kharge, who says the High Command will decide, and the Gandhis, who have decided to address the issue head on, looking to kick the can proverbially down the road until a decision must actually be made. Joining me live now is B.Y. Vijayendra. He is the BJP state president in Karnataka. Vijayendra ji, welcome. My first question to you, what is your view on this chief minister change rumor that is doing the rounds? Officials loyal to Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar have just had an ugly spat in the Karnataka Bhavan here in India's national capital. How are you seeing this?
In fact, in last couple of months, MLAs within the ruling Congress party, they're issuing statements on day-to-day basis. And in fact, Siddaramaiah supporters have challenged DK Shivakumar directly before the publics. So one thing is sure, Siddaramaiah is bound to resign post-November. So whether DK Shivakumar is going to replace Siddaramaiah or someone else, that only Congress High Command should answer this. But one thing is sure, there is a lot of differences among the ruling Congress party. Couple of MLAs are supporting DK Shivakumar and few MLAs are with Siddaramaiah. But end of the day, people of Karnataka, they are least bothered whether he will continue as the chief minister or someone else will occupy. But end of the day, people are totally unhappy with the present Congress government here in Karnataka.
But you are in that political system in Karnataka, Mr. Vijayendra. What is your view? Is some big change coming? Will there be a new chief minister in Karnataka this year?
Firstly, administration has come to complete standstill because entire state administration or ministry, Siddaramaiah cabinet, has shifted to Delhi. You see more often in Delhi rather than here in Karnataka or Bangalore. And Surjewala repeatedly coming to Bangalore, having meetings with MLAs, clearly indicates that all is not well within the ruling Congress government here in Karnataka. So, according to DK Shivakumar sources, he is bound to become chief minister by November. This is a claim made by Congress MLAs who are supporting DK Shivakumar. So it's really a $1 million question. Who would replace Sidramaya? But one thing is sure, you will see Deepavali Dhamaka probably in the month of November.
Okay, so you're saying Deepavali Dhamaka in the month of November, which is which is what the reports are suggesting as well. But Mr. Vijendra Siddaramaiah, who is the Chief Minister, he's a very popular figure, and he has signaled that any move to change him or to change the Chief Minister will result in damage to the party. There is some truth in that, is it not?
Siddaramaiah is a very shrewd politician. He knows how to place cards. वो तो उस्ताद है सब करने में. But one thing is sure, people of Karnataka, they are least bothered about these changes. But Siddaramaiah, of course, I do agree, he's a shrewd politician. But DK Shivakumar, I see an open revolt against Siddaramaiah.
Yeah.
I think senior most Congress MLAs, including Bihar Patil, Arvind Deshpande, majority of the senior MLAs are totally upset with Siddaramaiah government, mainly because of no development in Karnataka. Congress MLAs are upset with Siddaramaiah because they're not getting funds for development in their respective constituencies. So MLAs are totally unhappy with Siddaramaiah government. It's out in the public.
Yes.
They can't hide it.
Okay, you're saying they can't hide it. The officials loyal to both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar are fighting it out at the Karnataka Bhavan here in Delhi. So it isn't just the bosses who are at war. Their officials and the camps appear to also be, displaying enmity with each other in public as well. Thank you very much, Vijendra, for joining me here on India Matters. I want to go across now to our panel from Karnataka tonight. We have Ramakrishna Upadhyay, who's a senior journalist who's been reporting and opining quite often on this contentious issue. Ashok Gowda is spokesperson of the BJP. Prashanti Subhash is spokesperson of the JDS. But I'd like to start with a representative from the ruling party in Karnataka, T.R. Prasad Gowda. Prasad, welcome. Your view first on, all the speculation over the fact that all is not well between the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister. 3 visits so far, including yesterday and today by both Mr. Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar. Their officials have been fighting in the Karnataka Bhavan, even though that part is a side issue. But the fact that there appears to be an increasing sense that both these leaders want some kind of a decision quickly. Mr. Gowda.
Yeah, sir. Vijendra is BJP's president. Yeah. He is not aware of the facts, what's happening. Today, Siddaramaiah ji has come to Delhi to attend the OBC cell meeting, national meeting. And he is not aware what's happening in the country and in the state. He is not aware. He is simply just to do the allegations he is making. I wonder, he is the president of one large party, national party. Yeah, how can he make such a childish statement? And Siddaramaiah ji is here for attending the OBC cell meeting. Of course, the whole country is here. They do not know how we are progressing, how we are progressing in the country. That is, during next MP elections, everybody will come to know. They have come down to 345. We have raised from up to 99. We have raised in the MP elections, and now his allegation that there is no fight at all in our party. We are all united. We are all going together, and we are only concentrating on the progress work in the state of Karnataka. And together, not only guarantee schemes, we are working progressively in the state of Karnataka. We are issuing all grants to all the MLAs, including opposition MLAs. We are giving, our Siddaramaiah ji is giving, and what kind of developmental activity is happening in the Bangalore city alone. The lot of tenders are called. The progress in PRR ring road is started. We have started with tunnel ring road. The tunnel road,
But-
all happenings
But
are
Mr.
happening.
Prasad Gowda, I
But
take
still
your point.
They wanted to make
with the
make the
greatest of
allegation.
respect, I take your point, sir. You're making very good points.
Yes,
but
sir.
Obviously, the truth has to be somewhere in the middle.
Just for
sir.
the sake of making the allegations,
I accept your
they are
point.
making.
I
They
accept
should
your
let
point
them,
that the BJP.
Their duty to make the allegation.
Sir,
or,
I accept
or
your
whatever.
point. I accept
But
your
they should
point. The
know
BJP,
before,
being your political rival,
talking,
may
they
be
should know
saying
the
something
facts.
extreme. But I'm
And
saying the
just
truth. The truth
why
cannot be that all
Congress
is well, sir.
Party is coming to Delhi.
Mr. Gowda,
Today,
three times in-
Siddaramaiah ji has
three
got,
times-
he's
three
a, of
times
course, he's
since
a coordinate committee chairman.
Mr.
OBC
Prasad
cell.
Gowda, three
And
times
whole-
for the
we are all
Chief
here.
Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister to come to
Ashok Gehlot
Delhi
is
to
here.
meet the High Command
Bhupesh Baghela
is not
Everybody is
usual,
here.
sir. It's not normal.
And it is our party's work. We are all here.
It is
in
not
Delhi.
normal, sir. Three trips
Yes, sir.
within
Please
a
go ahead,
span
sir.
of 1 month is not normal, sir. How is that normal? Come on, Mr. Gowda. You're a reasonable man. Okay, we'll reconnect that line. I'm simply saying, all is well is an exaggeration. It is a doomsday scenario in Karnataka, may also be an exaggeration. Change has to come, says the BJP. Our sense is that there definitely is a feud between the two. The BJP says change is definitely coming. The state president has just said there is a dhamaka. Mr. Upadhyay, what do you think? The Congress says nothing unusual about DK and Siddaramaiah coming to Delhi 3 times within a span of 26 days. What do you think? Okay, we've lost Ramakrishna Upadhyay as well. Let me bring in Ashok Gowda in that case. Okay, before I go to Ashok Gowda, since I've already spoken to the BJP, I'll come to you, Mr. Gowda. Prashanti Subhash is a member of the third party in Karnataka, the JDS. Ms. Subhash, what are you making of this? What is it? Is there going to be some change in Chief Minister, or is all well?
Yeah, like we all know that what has transpired between Congress, in between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar, we all know about it. There is already DK's camp claims there was a fact for Siddaramaiah to step down after 2.5 years of allowing DK Shivakumar to take over as a CM. And even DK Shivakumar is also vocal about it. And he is openly expressing his desire to become Chief Minister. But wherein Siddaramaiah is, he has asserted his commitment and he wanted to complete this term this time. So already their differences have led to this public spat, and also the High Command, Congress High Command is intervening in this matter. And all of them now know the same thing. Now this street fight has broken out and has gone to Delhi now. This is all clear about it. There is definitely differences in Karnataka Congress government and their camps. There are different, because of the power sharing agreement and because of the leadership.
No, so I'm wondering, I am actually wondering, is there a power sharing agreement or not? Because there is nothing on paper. Is there a verbal power sharing agreement? I'll come back to you, Ms. Subhash. Ashok Gowda, the Congress has not commented anything on whether there is any promise that has been made to DK Shivakumar on this front. So why is the BJP jumping into this then?
Time and again, even DK Shivakumar in one of the private channels very clearly stated that there is an agreement and we will stand by that agreement. And even in a Kannada private channels, he has said it so many times that there is an agreement. And even in the private doors, in the closed doors, DK Shivakumar has openly stated that after November, maximum till Siddaramaiah breaks the record of Devaraj Arasu being the longest serving Chief Minister of Karnataka on December 9th. So there will be resignation definitely. But what is the concern of the people of Karnataka more than anything like BJP? See, the people of Karnataka are saying that there is no development on one side, there is law and order which has failed on the other side, and more importantly, the funds have been mismanaged across the states for various reasons. And there is no money even to give a salaries of the employees in government. Meaning to say, the D group employees in Sanjay Gandhi Hospital have not got their salaries. The forest department have not got their salaries. Gram Panchayat employees have not got their salaries. And when this kind of a crisis is happening in Karnataka, Sidramaya on one side is showing the weapon of caste census on one side. DK Shiv is showing that I am with the High Command and give me the power. So when these are happening,
let me get a clarification. Let me get a clarification from Mr. Prasad Gowda of the Congress Party. Mr. Gowda, is there some kind of promise to DK Shiv, as he is apparently saying on private channels and behind closed doors, that there is a promise that has been made to him that there will be a shift in Chief Minister and he will be made the Chief Minister, and that the Congress High Command is waiting till December when Bihar elections are over and when Mr. Siddaramaiah can beat the Devrajar's record of longevity as Chief Minister? Is there something like that, sir?
Sir, I do not know why opposition is worried about our party's matter. And when we are all united, all the leaders are united, and we are only concentrating on the progressive work in the state of Karnataka. If whatever the leadership thing is there, that will be taken care by the High Command.
No, but that's what I'm asking. Is there a promise that has been made to DK Shiv, sir? Just clarify that for us. Clarify that for us.
Sir, sir, that is all indoor issues. Indoor issues. It cannot be discussed over the media also or outside also. And see, our Chief Minister and DCM are all going together so nicely. And what are the speculations which they are trying to spread? Opposition are all baseless, and they want just to create a nonsense among the public. And as a matter of fact, we are all united. There is no groupism or whatever it is.
Let me bring Ramakrishna Upadhyay.
And our high command. And one more thing. One more thing. Ashok Gowda, when he is making the statement, and from where he got all the, and our government is doing well in terms of managing the guarantees and also in the progressive works, and all the departments are paying every month, 30th. All the departments employees are getting the salaries. I do not know. Just for the sake of making the allegation, he is making, sir.
I want to bring Ramakrishna Upadhyay in on this. We've heard the three politicians, Mr. Ashok Gowda and Prashanti Subhash. I'll come to you in a moment. Mr. Upadhyay, what is the realistic position? Is there going to be a Chief Minister change? The Congress says all is well. The two leaders are united. This is all speculation. You are wasting your time. The BJP says there's going to be a Deepavali dhamaka come December this year. What is your sense?
No dhamaka, no dhamaka.
Shiv, I think
sort it out among themselves. There is a fight among BJP itself.
Sir, let Ramakrishna Upadhyay speak.
Dhamaka in their party.
Hello, please let me take it up.
Mr. Upadhyay.
Yeah. If you go by the Congress spokesperson's view, everything is honky-dory. I mean, the fact is, the rift is very clear and it's all open now. It's an open war between Siddaramaiah and DK Shiv, and what happened in Mysore a couple of days ago is one more instance of how they're drifting apart. I mean, you see, just a couple of weeks back, this 2 years celebration was done in Hospete. We don't know why there was one more in Mysore. So obviously DK Shiv wasn't so interested, and he left halfway without giving a reason why he was leaving. And then, we all saw the embarrassment that Siddaramaiah suffered because he told the anchor not to mention his name. So this is begun to happen, and we know that Shiv is pushing for change by November. I mean, I think by November second week is when the halfway mark of Siddaramaiah is going to be complete. And if possible, he wants it to be done even earlier. And he's going all out about it.
But
the fact that Surjewala is coming so often to Bangalore, I mean, it makes very clear that the High Command is also clearly interested in saying that, this is settled amicably. But it doesn't look like being settled amicably, and that's a worry for the Congress party.
Is there a way to settle this amicably as far as Siddaramaiah is concerned, Mr. Upadhyay? Very quickly.
Well, I don't think so, because see, he wants... I mean, he's being so unclear about when he's going to step down. he wants to stay on till January 26th, when he will break Devraj Aras's record of being the longest serving the chief minister. Devraj Aras was the CM for 7 years and 248 days. So probably he wants to break that record as well. But even after that, we are not sure whether he will step down, because he knows the MLAs are with him. MLAs or the majority of MLAs are with him, and they are not interested in having Shiv Kumar as the chief minister, and that is his trump card.
Prashanti Subhash, what would you say to the Congress saying that all is well, there's no such change, Siddaramaiah will remain, and these issues of whether he has been honoured with a promise or not, DK Shiv Kumar, those are indoor issues of the Congress party?
See, the rivalry has led to factionalism, and that's why there is a camp for DKS and for Siddaramaiah.
I do not know why you people are using the word rivalry.
It's my turn. Let me speak. It's my turn.
And
Sir, it is my turn.
You wanted to create rivalry.
No,
there is no rivalry at all in our party.
Sir,
we are all. That is your thing. I do not know. And why you are using this kind of words.
Are you Prashanti Subhash? Are you Prashanti Subhash? Please allow me to speak, because it's my turn.
I am objecting. See, sir, I have all right to object your words. I have all rights to object.
You can object after. You can object.
Let her finish, sir. Let her finish. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Recent Mysore event where DK Shiv Kumar's name was not mentioned, and that was the what was the statement after that? Given by Siddaramaiah was, okay, once he's gone, once the person is left, he is not considered. His name, why we have to take his name, and all those things. And like DK Shiv Kumar's camp, because of this rivalry, their camp is saying no, this was already being discussed before the election, that Siddaramaiah has to step down after 2.5 years, and this has continued all this while, and this is clearly be seen. And today, what has happened in Karnataka Bhavan, it has shown this has been exposed. This explosion has happened all because of the rivalry.
The only thing about media speculation is that in another 3 or 4 months from now, we will know whether it is all speculation or whether it is not speculation. Ashok Gowda, final 30 seconds, and then I'll give the last word to Prasad Gowda. Ashok Gowda.
The point is very simple. This rivalry has costed Kannadigas 11 lives. In the RCB stampede, it was basically the fight between the DK Shiv Kumar group and Siddaramaiah's group, which led to this kind of a massacre happening in Bangalore RCB stampede. It was very clear. It is not a concern for a BJP party, but it's a concern for Kannadigas. As an opposition, we definitely have a concern for Kannadigas, and that is why we are raising that there is a dispute between Siddaramaiah and DK Shiv Kumar, and it is a matter of concern for BJP as well as for JDS. We are fighting the voice of the Karnadigas.
Okay. Last word to you, Mr. Prasad Gowda. Go ahead. You are still sticking to your stand that all is well, sir, nothing is wrong, and Siddaramaiah will be chief minister. Are you saying Chief Minister Siddaramaiah will be the CM for 5 years, sir?
Opposition is, sir, listen to me, sir, listen to me. Opposition wanted, break up in our relationship. We are going very strong. We are all united. And we are going to complete 5 years, and we will come back to power in 2028 also. And change of power, that is up to the High Command.
Interesting.
And whatever the High Command says, we are all up to it.
But the High Command is not engaging on this issue.
We will never fight for any cause of
situation where the two leaders are meeting. Randeep Singh Surjewala, Rahul Gandhi has no time. Mr. Siddaramaiah, it has become an awkward situation where nobody seems to want to take a decision before the end of the year. We'll have to leave it there for the moment. We will see where it goes. We do not take sides here on NDTV. These are political matters that we will continue to report. Thank you to all of you for joining me on discussion number 1 here. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has just surpassed, in fact, today surpassed Indira Gandhi's record to become the second longest consecutively serving Prime Minister of the country, behind only Jawaharlal Nehru. Modi's run 11 years and counting. Take a look at this report.
India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, served for 17 long years, shaping a new republic. 71 years later, another man from a very different background has entered history's ledger.
मैं नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी,
replacing Indira Gandhi as India's second longest serving Prime Minister.
प्रधानमंत्री नहीं, प्रधान सेवक के रूप में आपके बीच आया। मैं शासक के रूप में नहीं, सेवक के रूप में सरकार लेकर के आया। मैं नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी।
From May 26, 2014 to today, July 25th, 2025, Narendra Modi has completed 11 years and 2 months in office. That is 4,095 days, more than any other Prime Minister post-Nehru. He entered office with a message of service, but what followed was a transformation of India's political and global image, winning 3 big mandates back-to-back. From social welfare schemes like Ujjwala to bold geopolitical moves, the abrogation of Article 370, GST rollout, Ayodhya Ram Mandir, surgical strikes and the recently concluded Operation Sindoor. Modi's tenure has been marked by high-impact decisions. Internationally, he's redefined India's diplomacy, building strong personal equations, hosting the G20 in Delhi and elevating India's voice on global platforms.
अब लोग कह रहे हैं 21वीं सदी हिंदुस्तान की सदी है, ये आज दुनिया मानने लग गई है।
Whether friend or critic, few would deny this is India's most globally visible Prime Minister since Nehru. Sejal Gupta's report for NDTV.
And coming up next, it's the latest battleground between the DMK and the BJP on the road to the big Tamil Nadu election. And wouldn't you know it, it's over the great Chola king, Rajendra Chola. I'm going to tell you all about that next. There's even a song that's been put out coming up next.
Hello, Moto.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
Fenesta Windows, beautiful and durable designs. इंस्टॉलेशन से मेंटेनेंस की लाइफ लॉन्ग कस्टमर सर्विस। आपके घर में फिनेस्टा नहीं है तो कॉल कीजिए।
Finer Fenesta. Is your business future ready? Join the 13-week strategic ESG certification program for business sustainability and growth for CXO and business leaders by NDTV, Terry and Zenora. Master global ESG frameworks, gain real-world tools and lead with impact. Starts August the 23rd. Enroll now and power your business with sustainability.
Fenesta Windows, beautiful and durable designs. इंस्टॉलेशन से मेंटेनेंस की लाइफ लॉन्ग कस्टमर सर्विस। आपके घर में फिनेस्टा नहीं है तो कॉल कीजिए।
Finer Fenesta.
आप एक गुंडे कैसे बिहेव कर रहे हो सर?
मेरी
आप तो एक Gaikwad is running away from NDTV's questions.
That issue is not before the High Command. It was not discussed so far.
Kolhapuri chappals costing $1,300.
The noise we made finally got heard, and it's so nice that somebody took action on it.
Pictures and videos of women that were taken in the Bengaluru metro, now on Church Street and other prominent places in Bengaluru. We managed to arrest both of them.
We are bringing you now, for the very first time, is that the Air India preliminary crash report is out.
This 15-page report into 10 key findings of what really is being said in this probe report.
What's reporting without impact? NDTV 24/7.
Finesta windows, beautiful and durable designs. इंस्टॉलेशन से मेंटेनेंस की लाइफ लॉन्ग कस्टमर सर्विस। आपके घर में फिनेस्टा नहीं है तो कॉल कीजिए।
Find Finer Finesta.
You know, thinking about something like this, like a supercross, why did you think that I should invest here? Because we know that you love for sports. But
No,
why
I just think you should put, what is that? Your money where your mouth is? Huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's, I mean, they call it a niche sport and stuff like that. I just don't think that's what it is, because they're considering the population of our country and the amount of bikes are sold, and it is the largest selling country for bikes and scooters and stuff like that. So I just thought that instead of people racing on the roads, they should have tracks to race on. And I don't think this is a niche sport. I just think that there's no infrastructure, there's no league. So now we have a league and now we have the infrastructure. So all the guys riding on the streets, racing on the streets, have a chance to come and race in these leagues.
Okay, my last question. Your film Battle of Elkan is coming, and we have seen how you have trained for it. It looks amazing and you look fantastic in it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
And tell me a little more about it. When it's releasing? We are really excited about it.
Time. We start shooting now, in another 10 days, and then it'll release. This will be a quick release.
I hope it's
yeah.
There's a new flashpoint in the escalating DMK-BJP political war, and it's 1,000 years old. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is headed to Tamil Nadu this weekend to honor Chola Emperor Rajendra Chola on the millennial anniversary of his legendary maritime expedition to Southeast Asia. The Tamil Nadu government has officially welcomed the Prime Minister's visit and the national spotlight on a long-ignored Chola legacy. But make no mistake, this is now a political battlefield. The BJP sees the Chola movement as a perfect entry point into Tamil cultural identity. It's not just about history, it's about finding a narrative that connects. The DMK sees the same history as its own cultural inheritance and a chance to push the Tamil pride card even harder. The Cholas have become fertile ground. One empire, two political war rooms. While days before the Prime Minister's arrival, hours actually, the BJP dropped a campaign song comparing Modi to Rajendra Chola. The DMK has responded with sharp fire, accusing the BJP of co-opting Tamil history for political mileage. While the actual ceremonies will be stately and without any direct sniping, the messaging war is already underway. This isn't just about who honors the Cholas better. It's about who tells their story louder and more convincingly in an election year. And with the Tamil Nadu going to polls early next year, Rajendra Chola has sailed straight into today's political storm. The past has never been more politically relevant.
The Prime Minister who says, who respects, according to him, the heritage, the great leaders and culture of Tamil and Tamil people, should not accept, encourage the impersonation of him with great leaders of Tamil, great emblems and identity of Tamil. So it is an insult and it is belittling the Chola king.
And joining me live this evening from Chennai, YG Madhuvanti is a member of the Tamil Nadu BJP. Also with us is Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, is a political analyst. And on this topic and others, he supports the DMK, not the BJP. Thanks very much to the both of you for being with me. Ms. Madhuvanti, the DMK is also rolling out the events for this big honoring moment for Rajendra Chola. You know, we all know that the Cholas have not received their rightful due as far as India's national memory is concerned. The Prime Minister is headed to Tamil Nadu for the many ceremonies that will be taking place. The DMK seems to be a little offended with the song that your party has put out comparing the Prime Minister with Rajendra Chola.
Good evening, Shiv ji, and good evening to my dear friend Harish Mohammad Ibrahim also. I seem to be debating with him quite often of late. And it's always a pleasure to be part of your program on NDTV. Having said that, I don't see what is the problem if a song comes out, because I think our Honorable Prime Minister, who, as I was watching your 5-minute program just before this debate, has completed serving as the second longest Prime Minister in India after Jawaharlal Nehru, with absolutely no family background, no legacy, coming from very, very humble beginnings and backgrounds, and has taken this country to a global level where you cannot ignore India. You like India, you hate India, but you cannot ignore India anymore. And he is slowly forming a very strong, formidable global South, Southeast Asia. He's doing a lot. So I don't see what is wrong in comparing him with Rajendra Chola. Nobody said he is the Kali Yuga avatar of Rajendra Chola. At least we are not putting stickers of Karunanidhi in state-sponsored schemes, which is not done. It's legally wrong. The ADMK has taken that up. Our ally has taken that up very strongly in Tamil Nadu. So we're not doing that. And we are not saying that, the grandson will also become the chief minister and I will serve as a minister under his regime also. The BJP has put out a song, and that is something that they're doing as a tribute to the wonderful service of 11 years of our Honorable Prime Minister. He has been a very, very formidable force in promoting Tamil culture, be it translation of Tirukkural in several languages, be it the Sengol sitting in the parliament, which everybody mocked. Let's not forget. And we all remember where the Sengol was before it found its rightful place in the parliament. It was a walking stick, know where.
So I'm just wondering now, with a few months to go for the Tamil Nadu election, which is scheduled for next year, Harish, the Chola legacy, which is not a mainstream topic by any stretch of imagination, has that now become in some ways a political football? The BJP is typically aggressive about these things. There is an attempt to own the legacy as well. Do you see it as that? And the DMK being a little defensive on that?
Yeah, with due respect to Madam Madhuvanti, I want to state that the BJP doesn't have any existence so far in Tamil Nadu. So they want to do any kind of actions which bring some kind of spotlight, and they have chosen the Chola dynasty for now. And whatever it is, we are welcoming, because he is a reverend our leader who has been made sure to bring down any kind of infrastructure development or whatever the modality of financial management or the trade which has been happening during the 10th to 11th century by the Chola dynasty, which has to be celebrated, and the commemorative coin which has been going to be released by the cultural department in the hands of Prime Minister Modi. We welcome that, but no one is going to deny that. But having said that, whether the same BJP is going to celebrate the Keeladi archaeological evidence, which has been proven scientifically, which may exhibit that it is belonging to the 8th century. That is before Christ of 8th century, which means that, which is almost 2,800 years old. But they want to make sure the Mr. Amarnath Ramakrishnan, to make sure him to remove that from 8th century to correct it towards 3rd century. So what kind of double-faced fact the BJP is trying to do and trying to fool the people of Tamil Nadu? If they have the real intentions to celebrate the Tamil culture, Tamil civility, Tamil civilizations, they have to accept the facts which has been proven scientifically that the Keeladi has been exhibiting almost 8 BC. But they want to change it to 3rd BC. So this stated that the BJP doesn't have any kind of real intentions to celebrate the Tamil culture, celebrate the Tamil language, celebrate the Tamil civilization. They don't even have an iota of do that. But they want to take these kind of gimmicks as a political nuanda and to bring down any kind of vote share in Tamil Nadu. Even their alliance partner, AIADMK, is not giving them the right share of respect. That is how the Tamil Nadu people...
Ms. Madhuvanti, respond to that. The allegation is that the BJP doesn't really care about legacy of Rajendra Chola or anyone else. It's just another political battlefield and a way to get some political traction in Tamil Nadu where the BJP has no presence.
Sir, when there was no election, our Prime Minister was talking about Tiruvalluvar and Tirukkural. So these are people who put Periyar's photo and Thiruvalluvar's photo on the same poster. We all know what Periyar said about the Tirukural. And they are talking about celebrating legacy. My God, I'm amazed. And whether it is Kiradi or any other historical fact, that is for historians to decide. Like how everybody screamed on top of Mount Everest about Ram Janmabhoomi, and then it was finally proven. The same thing will happen here also. We have to wait and watch. I am not a historian, neither is my dear friend Harish Mohammed a historian. But having said that, to say that we are trying to just take on legacy when 60 years their ally was doing nothing for Tamil or Tamil legacy or for Thiruvalluvar, for even the Cholas for that matter, or even that Sengol, which was considered a walking stick by Jawaharlal Nehru.
I'm wondering
about legacy.
Harish, I'm wondering, shouldn't this be celebrated? If the Prime Minister is coming there for the Rajendra Chola event, it should be a bipartisan event. Why has it become a political issue between the DMK and the BJP? It should be welcome.
No, I stated clearly the government wouldn't have any kind of say or any kind of remorse for PM is coming to the celebration of Chola dynasty. There is no other point to welcome it. As I stated earlier, there is no point of any kind of double thoughts about it. But only thing is why the BJP is having a double phase when it comes to Tamil people and Tamil culture. When in one hand they are coming to celebrate a history which is 10th to 11th century, that is CE, which means almost 1,100 years, 1,000 to 1,100 years old history. But here we have a scientific evidence which has been proven by an AMS labs across a world to make sure the carbon dating has been proven beyond doubt. It is belonging to the 8th century. No, that is not historian. It is a scientific evidence which has been proven by the scientific evidence of carbon dating. That is only the archaeological scientists have to excavate the archaeological facts, and they have presented the facts to the international community, and the carbon dating has been proven that it is belonging to the 8th century. What does BJP has to recognize that? Why they want to put the pressure on Mr. Amarnath Ramakrishnan to change from 8th century to 3rd century?
20 seconds. I have 20 seconds left for you, Madhavanti, then I have to close this. Yeah, 20 seconds. Reply to that because the Prime Minister has headed to Tamil Nadu now.
Yes, I am so sorry. Once again, like you rightly said, Shivji, that is for historians to finalize and archaeologists, and that's for a separate debate. I'm ready to debate for 25 minutes on that once things come into light. But today's debate is about why DMK has a problem if Mr. Narendra Modi wants to celebrate the Chola legacy, because they are afraid they are losing ground in Tamil Nadu. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
And nothing more. It's not rocket science.
We're gonna be watching very closely. The hope is that between Chief Minister Stalin and Prime Minister Modi, two popular leaders, the legacy of the Cholas becomes much more mainstream. I'm a Madras boy, by the way. I don't know if both of you know. I grew up in Tamil Nadu. I speak Tamil better than my own mother tongue.
You do.
And therefore,
you said Tamil, so I was very happy.
My intention as a citizen, as a journalist, is that the great tales of Rajendra Chola will be much more well known across the country after this visit and going forward. Thank you very much, Ms. Madhavanti and Harish Mohammed Ibrahim, for joining me here on this discussion. Thank you. And a revival of the Chola Empire's splendor is very much on the cards, with the Prime Minister headed to Tamil Nadu on the 27th of this month. Now, one of India's most read writers, Amish Tripathi, whose new book, The Chola Tigers, is out next month, joins me live at this time. Amish, good to have you. Thank you very much. Congratulations on your upcoming book. It's a bestseller already, I'm sure. Prime Minister Modi is headed to Tamil Nadu, as you know, Amish, to celebrate Rajendra Chola's birth anniversary. First off, do you see this as a turning point in some ways, where national recognition of the Chola Empire is finally getting its due spotlight?
Yeah, absolutely. Shiv, I had actually studied in Tamil Nadu. In my younger days, I had studied in Ooty, Lawrence School in Ooty. So I'd read the English translation of Ponniyin Selvan in the 1990s, before it was fashionable in North India. I think I can pronounce Tamil properly.
Yeah.
It's like for the Maharashtrians among you, it's like the Marathi Ida. So I have actually had the pleasure and the honor of living in Tamil Nadu. and having friends there in my younger days, and I learned a lot. And I realized at that age itself that why was this not taught to us in our history books? And similarly, when I came to Maharashtra, the stories of Chhatrapati Shivaji in our national history books were just ignored. I mean, most scandalously, he was called a mountain rat. It's appalling that an Indian history book referred to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj in this manner. There needs to be a balance in our history books. More of the non-Delhi emperors need to be, and dynasties need to be covered. Rajendra Chola's empire was bigger than Akbar's. You won't know that if you read our history books, because he held sway over most of Southeast Asia as well. The Bay of Bengal was essentially Rajendra Chola's pond. We should know all this.
It's incredible. I mean, and this is one thing we have in common, by the way, Amish. I grew up in Chennai, Madras. I still call it Madras. I speak Tamil. And I know that it's pronounced Choras and not Cholas, as some people continue to pronounce it. So you and I know how it is. And I agree with you. You know, I grew up, I studied in Chennai. All my schooling was in Chennai. And I had to leave Chennai to, you know, finally learn about the splendor of the Cholas, which is an incredible shame. And this spotlight that's coming back hopefully will change some of that. Because despite the Cholas, Amish, being one of the most powerful dynasties in Indian history, their story is barely present in our school textbooks or national awareness. It continues to be a problem even now, even with the Cholas entering the so-called cinematic mainstream. Do you think India has failed in some ways to celebrate the Cholas the way, you know, we do with the Mughals or even the Mauryas? And will your book, do you think, you know, play its part in some ways to correct that imbalance?
Look, my book is a very, very small contribution to a culture that I admire and love. As you know, Ponniyin Selvan was the story of Rajendra Chola's father, the beloved of the Kaveri, Raj Chola. And I had read his story, like I said, many years ago. And I think Rajendra Chola's story is not just about setting a balance in our historical books, in our history textbooks. Like I said, it's not just the South that was ignored. West, East, Central India, Raja Bhoj, everyone who did not conquer or rule the holy land of Lutyens, Delhi, was ignored in our history textbooks. It's very unfortunate. But what Rajendra Chola's empire shows us, because there's a deeper learning, it's not just his fantastic achievements. It is that the story of our culture, of our nation, of our civilization, it is not just invaders coming through the Khyber Pass and us being an agrarian society. We were actually the greatest seafaring civilizations all the way from the Indus-Saraswati civilization times. We had massive trade surpluses for centuries with China, with the Roman Empire. That's why India has such huge hoards of gold and gold coins from Rome and various others. And Rajendra Chola's story, the story of the Kalingas, the story of the Marathas, of the Rashtrakutas, the Gurjar Pratiharas, all of this, the Ikshwakus of Andhra, they teach us these stories, this different version of India as compared to just the Northwest. It's more specifically Delhi and Northwest India that's covered, which is, yes, largely agrarian. And yes, largely they did suffer terrible invasions in the last 1,000 years. That must be covered, but we must cover the others as well. And my book, the Chola Tigers, is a small attempt to set it right.
To set it right, and I'm sure it will, because this basically enters the consciousness of so many, and your book is out next month. You know, the Prime Minister, Amish, is headed to Tamil Nadu for the anniversary. Rajendra Chola, as you just mentioned, his incredible naval expansion, his expedition to Southeast Asia, is being honored and venerated as part of this anniversary. Tell us a little bit about your research, your understanding of it. Will your book also delve into how the Cholas built this incredible Pan-Asian influence long before, modern India's Act East policy?
So look, the Chola Tigers is actually is not based on the Southeast Asian invasion. Though I have another book in mind for that.
Yeah.
With Lord Shiva's blessings, I will we'll get down to that as well. This book is based on the fact that, as I'm sure you're aware, Rajan Chola was and his father were both very very devout worshippers of Lord Shiva. In fact, there is you see that even in the temples that they built, they styled themselves as the servants of Lord Shiva. Very few emperors actually showed themselves publicly as the servants of the god they worship. They were very devout. And my theory is that if Mahmud Ghazni attacked Somnath Ji, which was one of the greatest Lord Shiva temples, well, then the most powerful man on earth and a devout Lord Shiva worshipper will do something about it. And this book is about is about what Emperor Rajen Chola ordered and what he got done to Mahmud Ghazni. It is when India struck back.
Yeah. No, I'm so happy you've just mentioned that with Lord Shiva's blessings, you will actually get into the project of writing about that Southeast Asian expedition because in many ways, people's entry point, you know, Amish, and I think you will agree with me, to the entire Chola sort of universe is that entire naval aspect, you know, as seafarers and those who went out and spread their influence so far and wide. You know, and there are manifestations of that influence that continue to be there in Southeast Asia even today. In some ways, we get a reminder also that some of these countries, Indonesia and others, Cambodia, they've got, you know, respect and memory of the Cholas much more than we do.
Shiv, I had been to Bali, you know, maybe a decade and a half ago.
Yeah.
And I met a local Bali person, and he'd actually told me with regret. He says, we have kept your culture alive here far more than you have in your own country. He said he had gone to India and he wanted so desperately to see the land where they had got their culture from. And he says, you guys have forgotten it, man. And it was, it hurt like a whiplash. But he was right.
Yeah.
There was a gentleman I'd met in Jakarta, a Muslim. And in fact, this is actually a line that's told very often in Indonesia. A minister had said this publicly as well. As you know, there are 99% Muslims, but their currency note has, you know, the image of Lord Ganesh. Their airline is called Garuda. And this guy quoted what a minister had said publicly, that we changed our religion, we didn't change our ancestors. And Southeast Asia actually teaches us in some ways how to keep our, how they've kept our legacy alive. Maybe we should step up too.
Hopefully we will. And the ironic thing, Amish, of course, is we've gone from, you know, the Cholas not even existing in our kind of political conversation to now it being a kind of political football. You know, I know you stay away from the political aspects of these things and you avoid them religiously. But, you know, the Prime Minister is landing in Tamil Nadu at a time when the BJP and the DMK are both sort of competing to invoke the Chola legacy. You know, Modi through civilizational pride, the DMK through Tamil pride and local projects. Do you see this as a good thing? Because this is a kind of competitive race to invoke and stir up the entire legacy. Ultimately, it will mean more people actually know about it. Do you see it as a genuine revival of history? Or are the Cholas being reduced to, you know, political tools in today's sort of ideological wars?
I don't see it negatively. In fact, I'd written on the fact that I genuinely appreciate what Prime Minister Modi is doing to revive many of our civilizational memories. It's of course with Emperor Rajendra Chola, but also you know, my family's roots are in UP, and what has been done at Kashi Vishwanath Ji, trust me, you can't imagine how emotional it is for those of us who are from Varanasi.
Yeah.
My grandfather used to teach at BHU. He's a priest at Vishwanath Ji. It's so emotional to see the temple have the grandeur and status that our Baba deserved, that Lord Shiva deserved. So it's wonderful what Prime Minister Modi is doing. He is reviving our national memory on Emperor Rajendra Chola, and I say that's a good thing. I also am very happy that Chief Minister Stalin is reviving and propagating across India the memory of Rajendra Chola, because it's sometimes I'd seen when I'd studied out there and even in Maharashtra that locals themselves did not realize that there are people in Maharashtra. I've seen a few, I'd seen in school who didn't realize just how important Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was. Local Maharashtrians. Same in Tamil Nadu. When I was in school, local students admit it was a boarding school, but they didn't know as much about because when I read Ponniyin Selvan, I called them up, this is fascinating, and they didn't know as much. So even the locals, perhaps at the educated levels, they have forgotten things, and it's very good that the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Chief Minister are working on this. Whatever their reasons be, the end result is good.
I agree, and the reason I ask that is because, in these sort of fierce political times, Tamil pride and national identity, Amish, are often seen at odds with each other. There's this language war that's going on. The BJP and the DMK are currently at it, but it could be really anyone. There's a war over historical narratives, which you've just touched upon. As per your understanding, and maybe even through your book, does your book in some ways address this tension as well, or do you prefer to keep the Cholas and their story above the present day resonances that we're seeing right now?
Let me answer this specifically from two approaches. One is my understanding from my research of Emperor Rajendra Chola. He had conquered up to, as I'm sure you're aware, up to Gangaji.
Yes.
Because he conquered the Pala Empire as well, which was essentially Bengal, what is today's Bangladesh, parts of Odisha, Bihar, etc. This was clearly a very emotional moment for him, because he took on a new title, and he changed, and the name of his capital city was also updated to that. And that title was Gangai Konda, the bringer of the waters of Gangaji. Okay, it was clearly an emotional moment for him. He conquered many other territories. He didn't take on a new title. He didn't give that name to his capital city, but his capital city was Gangai Konda Cholapuram. Clearly, it was an emotional moment for him. What does that tell us? It tells us of the civilizational memory. So that's one thing. Secondly, from the modern day, look, I can respect my father, I can respect my mother, I can respect my grandparents, I can respect and love my elder sister and brother as well. Nothing is in competition with each other. So I have many Maharashtrian friends who are very proud of the Marathi language. That doesn't mean that they're anti-India. You can love both. You can love Marathi and you can love India. It's the same with Tamil pride and Indian pride as well. I don't see why we see it in competition with each other. Because that is actually a very Western paradigm, Western, Middle Eastern paradigm, that you have to love one thing and you have to hate everything else. That is not the Indian paradigm. I'm a very, very proud worshipper of Lord Shiva. But I respect and worship, and in my puja room at home, I have murtis of Lord Vishnu and his avatars as well. I have Mata as well. My wife is Jain, so we have Jineन्द्ra also in our puja room. My twin brother's wife, she's Christian, so we celebrate Christian festivals as well, and his wife Donnie celebrates Hindu festivals too, worships. So this is the Indian way. You don't have to love one and hate the other. So very, very pro Tamil pride and India pride. Very, very pro Marathi pride and India pride. Very, very pro Hindi pride and India pride. They're not in conflict. That's a very Western paradigm. It's a very Western paradigm.
I completely agree with you, and I'd love to end on that note, because we're looking forward to the Prime Minister's visit and much more of the Cholas really in our national memory going forward and our consciousness going forward. Amish, always a pleasure. Thank you very much. All the best once again and see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Veeravel, Vetrivel.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is The Last Word and I'm Maria Shakil. It's an issue sweeping across Parliament, spilling onto the streets and setting up a legal battle at the Supreme Court. This is the SIR controversy, or Special Intensive Revision Exercise in Bihar, which has sparked a full-blown political war. The Election Commission says it's a routine process. Today, 99.8% voter coverage in Bihar has been completed, is the claim, and the Election Commission has said that it has identified 65 lakh names which have been removed from the rolls. The logic: delete the dead, migrated, and duplicates to ensure list purity. But the opposition sees something else: a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise voters ahead of the polls. They have branded it vote bandi, taken the fight from Sansad to the street, and today in Parliament, opposition MPs went as far as tearing up SIR forms on the floor of the House. The government, meanwhile, is holding its ground, refusing a full-fledged debate, saying this is a constitutional exercise by an independent poll panel. And now the matter heads to the Supreme Court on July 28th, even as the Election Commission plans to publish the revised list on August 1st. So here's the big question. Is this an exercise in transparency or a tool for exclusion? In a democracy, cleaning up electoral rolls is important. But when the numbers are this big, 65 lakh deletions in a politically sensitive state, skepticism hence is inevitable. Can the Election Commission convince both the Parliament and the people that this isn't a covert political ploy? Or has this process already become a credibility crisis for the poll panel? Tonight we debate, is this about list purity or vote politics? And does this showdown weaken trust in the very foundation of Indian democracy, that is free and fair elections? First up, here's what happened today, and then I bring in the guests.
आप लोग अपने स्थान पर जाएं, सदन की कार्रवाई सोमवार तक के लिए स्थगित की जाए। अमर सिंह जी, आप लोग वरिष्ठ लोग।
Forms are in, the furor is on. The Bihar SIR showdown refusing to die down, even as the poll panel announced curtains on the exercise on Friday. The Election Commission has stated that at the culmination of the Special Intensive Revision of Electoral Rolls, 7.23 crore enumeration forms have been collected across the state, which means that 99.8% electors have been covered under the SIR. After the exercise, the EC has found 65.2 lakh electors' names will be excluded from the voters' list, which include 22 lakh dead voters, 35 lakh voters who have permanently shifted out of Bihar, 7 lakh voters who were found to be enrolled at more than one place. The poll panel added that 1.2 lakh forms were yet to be submitted after the deadline expired. The opposition parties that have been protesting against the exercise from Patna to Parliament continued their protest. India Bloc MPs on Friday tore the symbolic SIR sheets outside Parliament and raised the demand for discussions inside the House, which led to repeated adjournments.
डर के मारे आज ये रिवाइज करने की जो कोशिश कर रहे हैं, ये बहुत बुरी बात है। इससे देश का भी नुकसान होता है और लोकतंत्र का नुकसान होता है, और संविधान के तहत ये लोग नहीं चल रहे, वो अपने हुकूमत को बचाने के लिए बहुत से चीजें कर रहे हैं।
The government side hit back, saying that the opposition doubts EC as they keep losing elections.
एसआईआर जो है ये पहले भी हुआ है और राहुल गांधी जो लेटर लिखा था महाराष्ट्र का इलेक्शन के बाद, उसके बाद एसआईआर शुरू हुआ है और इनको जब हारते हैं सबके ऊपर डाउट आता है, ईवीएम पे डाउट आता है, इलेक्शन कमीशन पे डाउट आता है।
Government sources say that there can be no discussion on the SIR in Parliament as it's being conducted by the EC and the government cannot speak for it. In Patna, the RJD and Congress MLAs protested outside the assembly in black clothes.
विरोध करेंगे, बिहार के जनता का सवाल है, गरीबों का सवाल है, गरीबों का नाम कट रहा है सबको। जो बाहर गया 4 करोड़ लोग, उसको क्या होगा? उसको तो वोटर आई कार्ड नहीं मिलेगा, वोट से वंचित हो जाएगा। पहले जवाब तो देना चाहिए सरकार को, राज्य सरकार का जिम्मेदारी नहीं बनता है।
The Bihar Assembly over the last few days has seen heated exchanges between the ruling coalition and the opposition alliance. And RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav has already hinted at the boycott of the polls slated to be held in a couple of months.
जो वोटर है ही नहीं जीवित, जो वोटर परमानेंटली देश छोड़ के चला गया, वो काहे के लिए वोटर रहेगा? जो 2 जगह वोटर है, जो देश का नागरिक नहीं है, तो इसमें कौन आपको उनको, वो चाहते हैं कि उनको एक तरफा खेलने के लिए दिया जाए, ऐसा नहीं होता है।
The issue of SIR has seen acrimonious exchanges between the poll panel and the opposition.
I want to send a message to Election Commission. Yes, sir. If you think you're going to get away with this, if your officers think you're going to get away with this, you're mistaken. You're not going to get away with it because we are going to come for you.
The Election Commission retorted to the charge, calling it an unwarranted threatening statement by Rahul Gandhi. The poll panel has maintained that the SIR exercise is constitutional and necessary for a pure voter list. And why must dead and shifted voters be kept in the list? Now all eyes will be on the Supreme Court that will hear the challenge to the revision exercise on July 28th. In the last hearing, the top court had advised the Commission to consider taking Aadhaar, voter ID and ration card as eligible documents. The Election Commission is slated to publish the final electoral rolls on August 1st.
And joining me on the show tonight, Dr. Shama Mohammed, National Spokesperson of the Congress. We have Tuhin Sinha, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Parimal Kumar, JDU Spokesperson. Professor Naval Kishore is National Spokesperson of the RJD and Professor Sajjan Kumar is Political Analyst. Tuhin Sinha, does the scale of deletion, which is 25 lakh voters in Bihar, don't you think it warrants greater transparency and explanation?
Well, good evening, Maria. Good evening, everybody. There are more than that. I believe you said 25. There are 68 or 70 lakh.
It is 65.2 lakh voters. Yes.
Yes. So I don't see why Rahul Gandhi should be so enraged because on the eve of Telangana elections in October 2023, 22 lakh voters were deleted. And given the size of population of Telangana, and you being from Bihar, you know that Bihar almost has a 3.5 times population of Telangana. So deletions and additions keep happening. Point is, the way Kharge ji burnt posters of SIR today was in very poor taste. It almost seemed, that he wanted to deflect media attention from the FTA agreement, which the world was talking about. And these antics, burning things, something which has been validated by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has not found it necessary to stop the exercise. Of course, it has put certain safeguards, which it should have any which way. But the point is to burn a process, to burn posters is very reminiscent of Rahul Gandhi tearing off the ordinance way back in 2013, which only shows these people have very scant regard for constitutional bodies and for democratic processes.
Okay. Shama, will you respond to that?
Yeah, I'll respond. This itself shows he hates Mahatma Gandhi. Bapu started his journey by burning
his membership in South Africa. So clearly, BJP hates Mahatma Gandhi and loves Godse. So he just mentioned that to you. So what is this burning thing antique? How dare you insult Bapu coming on live TV? Number two, very important. Why did they start SIR? They said that there are illegal immigrants. That is the basis of it. 80% of complaints are what? Has nothing to do with illegal immigrants. And